Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm back. Sorry I lost my connection earlier, but while I was on my little break, the birds have arrived here. I can't get too close to them, but look at them all lined up here. It's a gorgeous sight, a gorgeous sight. Wow. Spectacular. Hundreds of them probably. This is the north shore of Clam Pass, on the south end of Pelican Bay. Been hanging out here since before sunrise. Saw some gorgeous colors. I think it's about 7:45 now, somewhere in that neighborhood, around 64 degrees. Gorgeous, crystal clear blue skies. I'm going to take a little walk up the beach, give you one more look at all these birds. That is so peaceful. That's a meditation video there. Just put the camera on a tripod and let it go. I ran into our friend Kevin during my break too. He works at Pelican Bay. He's checking the beach out here, making sure everybody's behaving themselves. What a beautiful sight. I wish you were here to see it in person with me. Big ledge there, big drop off. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, that sun is bright. Bright and beautiful. I wish you were here with me. If you were following along with me this morning, I'm sure you'll agree that those colors were just incredible. Let's start our stroll up the beach here at Pelican Bay, up towards Vanderbilt Beach. It's going to be a nice day. Only going to get up to about 73 today. That water temperature is 72. The tide's coming in pretty fast down here at Clam Pass. Hopefully I won't lose my connection again. I hate when that happens. I can't wait to get my eyes fixed. Hopefully come January, February, my new insurance kicks in. Hopefully I'll be able to get that taken care of and I'll be able to see clearly again. I miss those crisp views of the beach in the morning. I'm in the shadow of marker 36, the beach club, the private beach club for the residents of Pelican Bay. Got some gorgeous views. Have a cocktail, come out here for sunset dinner. Hit that share button and let everybody know I'm back. That would be a tremendous help. Well, there's probably a good 5-degree difference in the temperature between being in the shade and being out in the sun here this morning. So I'm going to walk north here up the beach towards Vanderbilt Beach. I don't know how far we'll get. I'll get all the way, but I don't know how far we're going to get during my live feed. This end of the beach at Pelican Bay is my favorite. Down south of the condos and homes, where it's preserve area. You can see the condos in Pelican Bay. That's Bay Colony and Pelican Bay off in the distance. But all along here is protected, preserved. They're not allowed to develop in here. So it's kind of like a marshy area. I've heard that they've been spotting some alligators back in there. Which is only logical. Lots of wildlife back in there. Beautiful great blue heron up here on the beach. The majestic great blue heron. They are magnificent birds. Their eyesight is just unbelievable. From where that great blue heron is right there, it can spot a little teeny tiny tree frog over in these trees from all the way over there. Sometimes you're walking along the beach and you'll see them just charging up to the trees and they pluck something off. A little morsel. You folks up north have these up by your lakes and whatnot. And ponds. beach is kind of dirty here, just because of the hurricanes. A lot of little sticks and stuff washed up on the beach that got washed out of the brush area up there. I always walk barefoot, but I would suggest you'd wear shoes if you walk down here from Vanderbilt Beach. It's a nice little walk, a couple miles, I'm guessing. I take my time when I'm walking. I'm not in any hurry. It is quiet. When I first started my first live feed, I was the only person down at Clam Pass this morning for first light. I do have a couple videos that I hope to share later today that I recorded in between my live feeds. One that I recorded actually before I went live, our very first light this morning. That was definitely a wowza moment down there at Clam Pass. Remember, watch those on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, go to my Southwest Florida Television YouTube channel. You can watch those shorter videos in 4K. Much better quality than on Facebook. So think about this. This tree line that you're looking at there, that used to be out here where I'm walking. The tree line used to be way out here in the old days. Back before it was Pelican Bay, when it was just marshland and mangroves. Lost a lot over the years. I love it down here. I love Wiggins Pass. That's my favorite. Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park and Wiggins Pass up here in North Naples. That's my favorite. Then down here on this beach is my second favorite spot to be in the mornings. Just like the undeveloped beaches, somewhat undeveloped. I mean, since the hurricanes kind of took out all the big trees here, when you look over to the eastern spots, you can see the condos of Pelican Bay sticking up. Not so bad right in here. Some places you really see them. But they are off in the distance. Like I said, they've designated this preserve here. Until you get further up, about halfway up the beach in Pelican Bay, then you'll see the villas and homes and condos on the beach. It is an awesome, awesome walk. I highly recommend this walk. Early in the morning, check the tides. Low tide is the best, then you got more beach to walk on. A wider beach. They lost a lot of beach here though during our last couple of storms, Helene and Milton. A lot of beach here. You can see some of the old tree stumps sticking up down here from days gone by. When the tide's up, you definitely don't want to be tripping over any of those. Sun's still low in the sky. Still got the shadows stretching across the beach here. They'll be lifting soon. Expecting some cooler weather. Moving in. Cold front coming in late today. Might bring a little rain. More rain. Better chances for rain up to the north of us in Lee and Charlotte County. Maybe a drop or two in Collier County, but it's going to cool things down a little bit. Then come Sunday, they said another cold front coming through, and next week we're going to be starting out in the 40s. That, my friends, for this old Florida boy, is getting about too cold for me to be out walking barefoot on the beach. I don't know. It's not raining. We'll see. It depends on that wind. If it's really windy, forget it. If it's in the low 40s here and windy, yeah, forget it. Beach walks are no fun. Beautiful. I'll let one of these snowbirds take over for me when you're down here. Show us how it's done. Put your shorts on and t-shirt. Heaven on earth, my friends, heaven on earth. If you're thinking about moving down to Naples, there's really not much room left down here. You know, there's a housing shortage down here, so you probably don't want to think about coming to Naples. We're filling up. Just kidding. See if anybody's paying attention. No, people are flocking to Naples. I think Naples is growing too fast, though. Growing too fast for me. Ah, there's that sun. The sun on the beach. Well, you enjoying the views? Are you having a happy Black Friday? It's kind of quiet out there on Facebook. I hope it's not because you're out standing in line shopping. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Some folks, it's kind of like a tradition, I think. Not me. That will never be a tradition. I don't think you'll find me waiting in a line on Black Friday anywhere. First of all, I got no money to spend, so there's a good reason. I wish I could trade with seashells. Boy, I'd be a gazillionaire. If I could get what I need with seashells. I've given away so many seashells over the years. I've just given away my whole collection and started anew. Many times. Kept a couple other little gems, but that's about it. That's something else I'm looking forward to, get my eye surgery. Maybe start doing a little shelling in the mornings. Hit some other beaches. Hopefully I can get my eyeballs fixed. If not, oh well. I got an interesting email from Facebook. Like, well, we're so glad we could help fix your problem, fix the problem. I'm like, what are you talking about? You didn't do a damn thing for me. Facebook is just, ugh, I got a lot of adjectives to describe them. Facebook. Don't get me started on Facebook. Those waves are hypnotic. It's like a lullaby. It's the lullaby, Mother Ocean's lullaby. See over here, you can see some of the condos in Pelican Bay sticking up over the treetops. So you can see how far set back they are from the beach. They're quite a ways back in there from the beach. Maybe I'll make it up to the condos here from my live feed, at least up to the Sandbar. That's another one of the beach clubs for the folks in Pelican Bay. Unless my signal drops out. If my signal drops, if it just ends abruptly, T-Mobile failed me. See, when that tide comes in, all this beach here in front of me is going to be gone. The water is going to be up to where you see the sand kind of change colors, that little rise up there. That's where the water will be. So that's why I say it's best to walk down here at low tide and watch your tides. You don't want to walk down when that tide's halfway in, because you walk back, you're going to have a lot less beach. I've done that. It's easier walking on this hard sand than that soft sand up higher on the beach. The longest beach walk that I've ever done was like a 12-mile walk. I came into the beach at Del Norwegians. I parked Del Norwegians, then I walked up to Wiggins Pass, then I walked down to Clam Pass, then I walked back up to Del Norwegians. And what I do is I don't walk a straight line. I kind of zigzag. I haven't been I've been zigzagging, but I haven't been walking back and forth this morning. I was a little younger when I did that walk. I think that was probably 5 years ago when I did that one. It wore me out. And that's when I got stuck having to walk back up this beach in the super soft sand, so I got quite a workout. I was huffing and puffing. I was looking at those condos up there, and I swear it was like a mirage. It looked like they were getting further away from me as I was walking up the beach here instead of closer. It was crazy. Of course, you know, I don't bring a water bottle or anything with me. I rely on the water fountains, and there's no water fountains along this beach. Occasionally I'll stick a little bottle of water in my pocket, but it just gets to be annoying. Yeah, I push the limits sometimes. Gosh, thunderstorms. I've been out on this beach when nobody in their right mind would be out on the beach. Lightning striking all around. It just fascinates me. I'm compelled to those thunderstorms we have here. The lightning shows are just incredible. I've been on the beach quite a few times with the lightning, where I'm standing right here, you know, the lightning would strike over in the trees over here. And it's really strange. It freaks everybody out, because what happens when the lightning's that close, it just shuts the gimbal off. The gimbal just shuts off and freaks people out. They think the lightning hit me when the camera goes all crazy. That's happened a few times. That's usually in the summertime when we have our storms here. Roy was the same way. He loved a good storm, being out on the beach in a good storm, him and I. We'd be the only ones at Del Norwegians. he'd be singing in the rain. And that's the song he'd be singing, singing in the rain. He thought that was fun. He said it was foggy early this morning up in Charlotte County. They've been having some fog up there in the mornings. We had a few little patches of fog yesterday morning I saw when I was walking up to Delnor Williams Pass State Park. There was just like a little patch of fog at the intersection of Bluebill and Vanderbilt Drive. Just in that little area by the cemetery there. There's waves smacking the beach every once in a while. They're not big. How was your turkey day? Did you pig out like me? I can't believe it. I guess we ate our dinner, Gail and I. We probably had our Thanksgiving dinner around, I don't know, around 3:15. And Gail fixed up a box of goodies and we brought Thanksgiving dinner over to our friend Robert. And I came home, dilly-dallied on the computer for a little while. I didn't even eat dessert. I was pondering having Gail made a nice homemade pecan pie. Didn't even have a piece of that. I was so full. 5:30. I'm like, I'm just gonna go lay in bed and watch TV for a little while. Guess what? That was the end of me. That was the end of me. I was in a food coma. That's one of the reasons I decided to walk down to Clam Pass, get a couple extra steps in this morning, walk off all the calories. In the mornings, gosh, I'll see people running down, jogging down to Clam Pass. Some actually running down to Clam Pass from Vanderbilt Beach. Boy, I wish I could do that. Maybe someday. Maybe I'll get the ambition to do that. A New Year's resolution. We all know how those work out. They're usually good for maybe 30 days. Can't believe there's no shorebirds here. Really haven't seen anything, just those that we saw down at Clam Pass. I miss seeing those big old flocks of ibis strutting up and down the beach. I love watching our white ibis. Our white ibises. They're so cool looking. They're so funny looking. I think they're beautiful. With that big long orange bill. Those long orange legs. You see them all over Southwest Florida. Not just along our beaches. You'll see huge flocks of them walking around the neighborhoods. And where I live in Naples Park, you might see 30 of them just parading through the neighborhood, eating all the bugs out of everybody's lawn. Nature's exterminator. Not only do they eat the bugs, but when they poke their big beak into the ground, probing the soil, looking for something, they're aerating your lawn. So they provide two services. They aerate your lawn and they get rid of the bugs. They love grubs. At the beach here, they eat those little sand fleas. Give it a Google, sand fleas. They're weird looking creatures. I didn't know what the heck they were. The first sand moles, some people call them sand moles. The first time I saw them, I'm like, what the heck is that? I didn't want to pick it up. And I figured out what it was. The fishermen actually use them for bait. You'll see fishermen with sieves right along the water line. And that's what they're doing. They're looking for the sand fleas to use as bait. But they don't bite you, and they don't make you itch. They don't get on your dogs. I don't know why how they got the flea part of their name. So up ahead, that's the sandbar, the other beach club for the folks who live back here in Pelican Bay. Right here, the beach is really nice. They got it nice and cleaned off here because we're close to the beach club. Really nice in here. I haven't heard any ospreys. Well, I take that back. I did hear a couple down the south end of the beach here, down towards Clam Pass, but they're way back in the woods. Somebody's Hobie cat. A gorgeous morning. Supposed to start seeing some clouds later today. I was hoping for a few clouds this morning. I miss those clouds that just explode with color at sunrise. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the clear skies. I love it all. I think those clouds make it. I think they make it more interesting. It was beautiful this morning. You're going to get to see that later. I got a couple videos to share. It was gorgeous. You can go back and watch the replay of my first live feed this morning, my second live feed, even though it got cut short. Beautiful colors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think after you watch it, you will definitely agree. So those Facebook stars, I don't think they're ever going to work again. That's really put a huge crunch on my income, huge. So I'm doing what I can here. I hope I get tips every now and then. That's the only other thing I can ask for. So it's the future of my walk. So we're in your hands, my friends. Think about that. This month has been absolutely awful. Awful, awful. But here we are together. That's what counts. So these beach clubs, they got inside dining, and then they have an outside bar. I'm sure you can eat at the outside bar as well. A nice little bonus for the folks that live in Pelican Bay. I'm going to go up the beach a little further, then I'm going to call it a morning. I'll probably record a little video up at Vanderbilt Beach, let you see what that looks like. Today's probably going to be a busy beach day up there. A very busy beach day. So check back later. Check back periodically if you think about it. Tomorrow, I don't know what's in store for me in the morning. I don't know what's in store for me 2 hours from now. So there's a few homes down here, and there's some villas, and there's half a dozen high-rises there in Bay Colony, and then just beyond that is the Ritz-Carlton, and then Vanderbilt Beach. These folks got hit hard by the last two hurricanes. They didn't even hit us, they passed by us out in the Gulf. They pushed so much sand up onto these properties. After the hurricane, there was mountains of sand out here on the beach that they had brought out from around these buildings. Mountains. Now, you wouldn't know. Other than all of their landscaping is pretty much washed away from behind them. It's a lot worse up to the north of us. Bonita Beach, huge difference between here and Bonita Beach. The further north you go, it was just like Hurricane Ian. The further north you go, the worse it gets. Place that got hit really bad up in Bonita, up at the north end of Little Hickory Island, up where all those condos are at the point, up at the north end by the pass. Oh my gosh. They got devastated. Devastated. None of them are open yet. And then they got that double whammy from Helene and Milton. I was up there, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago. You scroll through my videos, you'll see my beach walk I did on Bonita Beach. Started down by Doc's. Doc's world famous beach house. Alright, it's getting close to closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Well, actually, you can. You can stay here on my Facebook page for the rest of your life. I don't care. There's plenty of things for you to look at. It could take you a lifetime. Go back and check out some of those old videos of Roy. Some of our conversations we had. Those were fun. The blue sky is absolutely incredible. This deep, dark blue. Everything's blue. With that blue sky, everything's blue this morning. The water and the sky. We get those clouds and that brings out the emerald green of the Gulf. Water's still cloudy. I don't know when it's going to clear up. It has not cleared up since Milton. There's no signs telling people to stay out of the water. So that's a good thing. I see plenty of people in the water at Vanderbilt Beach. Glorious morning to be at the beach. If you're not out shopping, grab the kids and head to the beach. If you're anywhere here in Southwest Florida, head to a park, get outside, get some fresh air. A beautiful, beautiful morning in Southwest Florida. For those of you looking at snow, I am sorry. I hope my little beach walk warmed you up a little bit. I try. All right, my friends, check back later for maybe a few photos and a couple little short videos. Remember, the short videos you can find on YouTube in 4K resolution. Have a wonderful Friday. Stay safe. Don't be out there fighting with people in the stores over silly little things. It's funny how tempers flare. Go with the flow. Be careful on the roads. Folks celebrating an extra long weekend. Watch out for the other drivers. All right. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. If you happen to send a tip today, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. The bills are piling up. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find a link to my Venmo account. Either one works. I do appreciate it. I couldn't be out here without your support, so keep that in mind, my friends. Hey, tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless this wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. Keep her in your prayers. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.